Thanks for listening to the Adam Carolla Show on Podcast One.
I'm Jerry Callahan from the Jerry Callahan Podcast, and I like the Tampa Bay Bucks over the Saints. BetOnline has free odds and lines available online or on your mobile device. Visit betonline.net today.
A healthy lifestyle should be easy, right? Eat veggies, drink green smoothies, exercise to get your heart rate up, do yoga to bring your heart rate down. Whew, maybe not so easy. But there is something that helps improve everything, and you can do it with your eyes closed. It's sleep. Sleep Number knows what it takes to sleep your best. The Sleep Number 360 smart bed lets you choose your ideal firmness, comfort, and support on each side, your Sleep Number setting. It's the perfect solution for couples. These beds are so smart they respond to every move and automatically adjust to keep you sleeping comfortably all night. Make quality sleep your New Year's resolution. Save up to $1,000 on the new Sleep Number 360 smart bed, plus special financing. For a limited time, you'll only find Sleep Number at Sleep Number stores or by visiting www.sleepnumber.com/podcast1.
Well, we'll talk to gubernatorial candidate, California Major Williams. I always want to say Major Adams because it's, well, you've heard enough about that. First, I'll tell you, and we'll do the news. First, I'll tell you about Skills with a Z. You know, all that time playing games on your phones, well, could be playing your favorite games and winning money and prizes. Join the ACS listeners at Skills with a Z, skillz.com/Adam. And Skills has games for everyone, classics like Solitaire, Cube, and 21 Blitz, and fun new games as well, like Blackout Bingo. The guys around here have been playing Pool Payday, though not during working hours, of course, right, man?
Yeah, you know, nothing like unwinding after a hard day at work. Play a little bit of cell phone billiards, make a few bucks. Not a bad way to waste a couple hours.
And you're matched against players at your skill level. So beginners play with beginners and experts play with experts. And you can play against friends, listeners, or coworkers. And players have won over $2 billion, right, Dawson?
Have more fun playing the games you love and win some extra cash. Go to skills.com/Adam. That's skills with a Z.com/Adam. Must be 18 or older. Terms and conditions apply. Not available in all states. Prizes may vary. Winning is not guaranteed. See website for details. It's time to check Adam's voicemail.
Ace Man, gang, listen. Celebrating an achievement day. Finally paid off my student loans. But I got to ask you, is it really an achievement day since I graduated from California State University Northridge? Let me know what you think. Go Matadors. Orale.
You can leave us a message at 888-634-1744.
Yeah, unfortunately, my mom went to CSUN, so it's ruined for anybody who thought about going to CSUN. I want to talk about Major Williams, some of his political stances. Streamline the permit process for businesses. Startup businesses should be given a break on fees for the first year. Makes sense. Wants to aggressively encourage small businesses by reaching out to them and reduce taxes, relocate wasteful. Well, it says relocate, but I think you mean reallocate. Does it say reallocate?
In fact, it does.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Reallocate. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Relocate.
Relocate is the way I'm reading it. Reallocate wasteful spending towards a stimulus program. Develop a Meet Your Cop annual event like that as well. Good to talk to you, Major Williams.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me on, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, well, we'll take anyone other than Newsom. I told TMZ that I would actually prefer one of those plastic owls that they put on the roof to keep the seagulls from shitting on the roof over Newsom. But what's going on with the Newsom recall? Do you know?
Well, at this point, it's gaining tremendous momentum. What I'm finding out across the state, and I'm sure you guys feel it as well personally, is that for the first time in California's history, I think we agree upon something, which is the F word, which is frustration. Californians are unified in frustration right now, and they are actually signing the recall petition. It took a while to gain steam, of course, with the lockdowns and restrictions and whatnot. But as the misguided decisions continue, the more awareness people are starting to have when it comes to recall efforts, and they are actively signing. And I just left a recall booth yesterday in West Hollywood, out of all places, and it was pretty active.
Yeah, I think the number, at least as of yesterday, it's past 1,100,000 signatures. And I think they have to, you probably know better than I do, Major, has to get to 1,800,000, which doesn't seem that far away.
Well, honestly, they only have to get 1.4 million to 6. The goal ultimately is to get 2 million signatures, just in case there's some duplicates, some ones that are like written out of the lines or that are thrown out or whatnot. But you only need a little bit over 1.4 million to recall the governor. And we are definitely close there. The recall effort, Rescue California, got an influx of cash of $500,000, an additional $100,000. So people are receiving the mailers now, and people becoming more active about, those recall efforts, including myself, using my platform to tell people, hey, if you are frustrated, if you're tired of the misguided decisions of a dictator leadership, this is your tool and mechanism to step up, step out, and do something about it.
Unreasonable Doubt, which is coming up this Friday with me, Mark Geragos, we interviewed the senior advisor for the recall effort. And I think he said, sometimes there's a little confusion, but yeah, you need to like 149 or 142 or 14 something, but they would count on a certain percentage of them being invalid. So you want to get obviously a higher number if you're going to throw out a few to get to that. And they're just setting their goal at 2 million. I will tell you this. I tell people this all the time. As a comedian, I always say the worst you can do is confuse people. It's much better to have people go, I didn't think that joke was funny, versus people going, I don't really know what that meant. Like, I didn't get it. I don't get it. I'd rather them go, okay, that wasn't a good one, than I don't get it. And I feel this way about Gavin Newsom. I don't get it. And I say to people, the smartest guys I know, the Dr. Drews of the world and Mark Geragos in the world, from all different sides of the sort of political spectrum, I go, what's the end game with Gavin Newsom? What's he doing? What's with the schools being closed? What's with the outdoor dining being closed? I don't get it. What's he doing? And they all look at me and they go, I have no idea. No one knows. Right. Which is, yes.
I think universally everyone is saying that exact same thing, because if you're basing it upon the data or even the science, your decisions or the decisions that he's making is not matching that. We know that there is data from hair salons and small businesses, restaurants. It doesn't correlate to him shutting those businesses down and basically tanking our entire economy. And I don't get the fact that he's been in leadership roles in so many different levels, from mayor to lieutenant governor to governor, without any track record of any success from a leadership perspective, which kind of made people like me exist. I'm like, well, if this guy can do it, well, an electrician can do it as well, somebody like myself. And I think it's going to be the best thing for our state.
That's what got me into morning radio. I'm like, if these two fucking retards can do this, I can do it myself. So inspiring, true. The thing about Gavin Newsom, and maybe I'm missing it, but I would just like a little, here's what's going on. Salons are closed. Here's why. Outdoor restaurants are closed. Here's why. Here's some target dates. Here's what we'd like to propose. Here's what I just hear nothing, and it's just, we got to shut it down. I think there was some news about schools reopening in a month or so, but why have they been closed already? And then why in a month? Like, why don't we do it? Why don't we do it on the 1st? Brian?
You're seeing that lack of transparency and that lack of information really manifest itself right now, especially in LA County. That's where we are, so that obviously makes sense. We talk about it. But, yesterday they said, people age 65 and older can get the vaccine. Does any of us know how to get a vaccine, where to go, how to do it, what website to go to? Like, I've investigated it a lot because I have a pre-existing condition, so I'm like, I'm next. What do I have to do? No way to know. No, it's borderline impossible to get your name on a list or apply, or I don't know what to do. I'd like to think that I'm a relatively smart person, but I can't figure it out.
Well, and not only that, but and Major, you may be able to speak to this as well, but that's changed almost every day. So you were in this tier today, but as of yesterday, now that tier doesn't exist anymore, and that's not LA County. That's every other county. So there's no way to know.
Where's the clear communication of information?
On a daily basis.
Say it again, Major Williams. Sorry.
The goalposts of what we're trying to accomplish with this, it continues to move and be pushed back every single day or every single week. And as you said, also to your point, without any true, reasoning behind those particular decisions, based upon we have to trust the science.
I know I'm a broken record. I know I sound like an insane person, but all the electronic freeway signs, just write over 65 ? Get vaccinated or get vaccine, and then just give a website. And then everyone would, by the way, everyone would either pass under the sign and know it, or if you brought it up, everyone spends so much time on the freeways out here, they just go, I saw the sign, you got to go to www.org, and we could do it. I mean, we have this crazy network of these electronic signs. We could just put it up there.
Well, we also have access to send out information via text. When they really want to get messages out, they can send text messages out to everyone's phone as well to give you that specific information. So at least you're informed, or you know what direction you need to go in regards to the information that pertains to you. So it's possible. But once more, it's just weak leadership and misguided. And I think for whatever reason, it's to keep us in a certain, state of mind psychologically. And we see that the kids are struggling from this. The households are struggling. Suicide is up. Homelessness is up even more so, even though it was already going up under his leadership. So that's why I'm pushing. It's time for a different brand of leadership. Someone who kind of has at least empathy for what's going on with our state, but also has some solutions and have a collaborative effort type of leadership style to, reach out to you, ask you what your suggestion is. Just how you just gave that suggestion right now. That's going on deaf ears, right? I'm going to be the person to say, man, that's a good idea. We should do that, right? But that's not happening with our government right now.
Yeah, you get the Amber Alerts all the time on your phone. You get the wind warnings or the high wind. We got some COVID alerts too. Why not flood. Just be another COVID alert? And also, imagine how every solution for every problem in Los Angeles is loosely based on going to the parking lot of Dodger Stadium. Like if we didn't have a major league franchise here, we'd be fucked.
SOL.
It was like, we got a problem. Well, I think we can solve it in the parking lot of Dodger Stadium. If we could all just show up in the parking lot, maybe we could cure this COVID-19. But every single solution is like, we got to go to the parking lot of Dodger Stadium. We got to get in line, and then we shall solve this. Yeah, I keep asking people again, as I stated before, is there something nefarious going on, or is it just wild incompetence? Like, I always just assume it's wild incompetence, but I'm starting to wonder, are they trying to shut down small businesses? What is the end game?
Well, for me, it seems like there's a trend. Anytime there's an ability of freedom and independence, like the hair salons, and the boom of entrepreneurs over the last 2.5, 3 years has been a boom of a lot of independence. And you have bills like AB5 that's coming to existence that's basically, cutting the legs off of independent contractors. So a lot of the dynamics is changing. The truckers. So anytime there's independence, they come in like big government trying to hold us back, saying, no, stay right here with us. You can only go so far. They put a ceiling on everything we're trying to do. So it does feel like it's something is there. You can't really quite put your finger on it. And I don't want to be like over conspiracy theories, but I speak to a lot of people and they feel the exact same way. And I know I do as well.
Well, it's interesting that almost everything to do with COVID has magically favored Amazon and Walmart and McDonald's and conversely smashed mom and pop restaurants, salons. Like everything is kind
and also our churches.
Right. So everything is kind of, I mean,
it's not important to us.
Could be a coincidence, but it does seem like everything has kind of gone the direction of sort of big fill in the blank. And sure. It makes you worry because I don't want to live in that world. Yes, Major Williams.
I really try to understand with all the information that they are sharing with us about the cases going up and things of that nature, at what point are they going to start sharing the data of the recovery? From my understanding and what I know, as many patients that go into these ICUs, into these hospitals, they're actually leaving out at a faster rate. but no one is reporting that because we know that the recovery rate is high for the coronavirus.